Hey there, ARC friends. How are we doing today? It is a gorgeous day, and I'm going to be out metal detecting, doing one of my favorite things, sidewalk surfing. So my name is David. This is one of the first videos you've seen. I like to go out and do urban metal detecting. There's different areas that you can go depending on your state and local laws, so make sure to check them. Where I am, it is legal, the spot between the sidewalk and the road, to metal detect. So that's what I'm going to be doing. We're in an area that goes back to the late 1800s, early 1900s, and hopefully we find some cool stuff. So if you would, while you're waiting for me to come up with that first find, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the channel to grow. So hopefully, my friends, I'll get you back here in a little bit with something exciting found on the boulevard. So as I go along the boulevards, depending on where I am, as far as the location, depends on what tones I dig. Like right now, I'm only looking for high tones. I'm looking for 80 and above. If there's an 84 on top, I generally do not dig it, like that one. You can see it's bouncing from 83 to 84, and it's super crisp, super loud. That's probably going to be a zinc penny on top of the ground. In fact, let's dig one together and I'll show you. If it's an 84 deep, I'll dig it, because that is my wheat pennies. Yeah, I got it out. So it's going to be right there in front of us. And pinpointer. There it is. And there. It's crusty. So that is just one of the newer zinc pennies, and they're really good for nothing. You can't even spend them because they're so cruddy. So if it's an 84 on top of the ground, I generally don't dig it. If it's deeper, I'll dig it. Chances are it could be something better than a regular zinc. So as you can see, there's the road, there's the sidewalk. I look for these old trees. They're called witness trees, because they witness a lot of history, and that tree's been there before there was a sidewalk here even. So check around those, and I just take my time. There's another 84. Not gonna dig it, wouldn't be prudent. Oh, no, wait, now there, 92, 94, 89. I'm going to guess it's either a common dime or quarter. Sounds like it's closer to the top. Check with our pinpointer. Nope, not close enough for the pinpointer, so more than 2 inches down. Starts to break right there. So let's see what we got. We'll live dig this one together. The ground is so dry, trying to cut a plug is almost impossible in this. Nope. And there's a dime. It's not a silver one, so I don't care about the year. That'll go in the soda pop money. We'll check it again. And that was it. So yeah, so we're just getting started. Those are the first two signals. We got a lot to do. Hopefully I get you back here with something a little bit cooler than a dime here in a little bit. Thanks for watching. All right, ARC friends. So right here, I had another 89, which I assumed was just gonna be another common dime like I've been finding a lot of, but it wasn't. Here we are. Use our Dr. Otek shovel. 3 inches down. Look at this. How cool is that? Looks like a pendant. It was hung on a necklace at one time. Look at those cool colors. So it is copper. Might be something on the back, I can't tell yet. Maybe it was electro gold plated at one time. But yeah, pretty cool. Little vintage medallion. So yeah, we'll keep digging and hopefully I'll get you back with something cool here in a little bit. Thanks for watching. All right, here we are at our next target. If you look at the reading there, it's 93, 94, right on top of the ground. And you can tell when something's on top of the ground or it's very big and deep by the crispness of the sound. And it is very small. It's right here at the top of my coil. We're gonna dig it together, but I'm gonna say that it is just a common clad quarter, which I've been finding a lot of, given the location that I'm at. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Let's take a look at it. All right, so it's a Stady, which I don't care about the year. It's not an Eagleback, so it's not silver. Guys, when I do these strips, sidewalk surfing or curb strip between the sidewalk and the road, I'm looking for high tones. I'm looking for silver coins. I'm looking for Indian heads, wheats, and relics. And so generally, I will only dig the high tones because, as you can imagine, these strips of grass have been here for over 100 years. So there is all kinds of junk in these. I look for the big old trees. I spend a little time around there and I'm looking for high tones. So hopefully I'll get you back here with something a little bit cooler than just a common quarter here in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Quarter, Stady, another quarter. So when I do sidewalk surfing, because of all the junk that's in the ground, with the Deus 2, the only low tone that I will dig is a dead-on 62. If it doesn't change at all and stays a 62 without any variance, it's probably going to be a nickel. If it goes between, let's say, 60, 63, 64, I leave it because that's going to be a pull tab. But a 62 is a 62 is a 62, turns out to be a nickel. And that's with the Deus 2. So this is why it's important to find out what coins sound like and come up on your machine. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get you back here with something a little bit more exciting than a nickel. And on this one, we have a tire weight. Yep, nothing too exciting. Thanks for watching. I have a deep bouncing 93, 94, 98. It's small and it's deep. It's probably going to be something with iron, but that's also a wonderful sound for silver coins. So let's dig this. We'll see what we got together. I would love to start the day off with a silver. All right, let's see. Still in the hole, so I'll switch over to the pin pointer and the hand trowel. Whoop, there it is. Oh, it's not a silver. It is an Eaglebacker. Let's just take a look at the date. $1983 quarter. So that's been down there, well, who knows how long it's been down there, but that was only 4 inches down, right next major road, sidewalk, road. That quarter is that quarter's been down there for 40 years probably. All right, well, hopefully I'll get you back with something cool here in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Somewhere in the top 5 of the top 5 rules of metal detecting, always check your hole. Got that quarter out of there. And there's more. That's why it was bouncing so high. gonna be another quarter in there. There's one right there. Again, an eagle backer. It's not silver. Let's check again. And then we'll check with the machine. There, that's it. So there was 2 quarters in there. Gets me closer to a soda pop. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Get you back in a little bit. All right, guys, we have a 91 right here on the Deus 2. That's normally a regular old dime, but it sounds funny, so that's why I figured we'd dig it together. I can't tell exactly why it sounds funny. That's why. Woo, check that out. That's a bonus right there. Look at that. That thing's been down there for a little while. Look at that. Nice Hot Wheel. I love finding these things. I have a special storage bin just for these. And depending on, sometimes you can get the year off the bottom. Let me put my glasses on and we'll take a look at it. Yep. Let's see. 1994 Mattel Hot Wheels. Somewhere it might even say what the car is. I don't know what it is, but it's a 1994 Hot Wheel. So that bad boy's been down there for some time, and that's why it sounded funny. Sure do love finding these. All right, folks, we'll get you back here, hopefully with something. I don't know if we can get cooler in a Hot Wheel, but we'll sure give her a shot. So check this out, guys. This is where we just found the Hot Wheel, right here. And before I put the dirt and plug back, I checked the hole again, and there was more metal in there. This kind of explains why it was giving me such a weird sound. Check this out. Now remember, I am downtown in a major town. There's the sidewalk. There's the road, and behind me is a very, very, very busy road. Look at this. Look at that. Holy smokes, that's been down there for some time, and it is a live bullet, and it is old. Look at that lead. That lead has already started to get that white patina to it. So I use, that's us, I use 80% water, 20% isopropyl alcohol. It's good for all coins, all metals, everything. You don't need to buy it. Get yourself a little squirt bottle and make your own, and if you want a sticker, let me know. So let's take a look at this together. I am curious. I want to say it's probably a 308. And then don't buy any metal detecting toothbrush. Just get your own toothbrush. I use my old one when I rotate it out and use it for this. You don't have to buy a special toothbrush. Unless you want to buy a special toothbrush, and I'll sell you that one. All right, let's look. Boy, she's crusty. Tell you what, let me work on it. I'll come back, and if I can find out what it is, I'll come back and I'll show you. All right, guys. Road, sidewalk, big tree, same one I've been going around. I just found the bullet in the car. Oh my gosh, guys, this is why I do this. This is so exciting. 85, and it was staying at 85, but it sounded real shallow, sounded on top, and I almost didn't dig it, thinking that it's going to be just one of them zinkins. It's not. This is the find of the day so far, and I'm only 20 minutes into this. Let me show you what I found right next to this amazing tree. All right, sidewalk, great big tree. Here's the hole, about 4 inches deep. And guys, right there, I took a quick look at it, and look at that. That is not a zinc penny. Holy smokes. Now I have a few of these, I don't have any from the 1800s. Now I have a few of these, but finding them is beyond exciting. Do you know what we have? Commonly referred to as an IHP, an Indian head penny, 1904 Indian head penny. Oh my gosh, look at that, 1 cent, clear as day, 1904. That means this penny is 122 years old. So how long do you think this thing has been in the ground? Right here by this tree, right by this sidewalk, right by this crazy busy road. 1904 Indian head penny. 122-year-old penny. Woo! I love finding these. Let me get it cleaned up and I'll bring you right back. All right, my friends, look at that. Look at that beautiful patina coming through. Again, just using my water isopropyl alcohol mix and a soft toothbrush. I don't want to clean it too much in the field because that has some incredible detail on it. Look at that. 1 cent Indian head penny. Turn it just right there. 1904. Woo! All right. Well, we've only just begun, as the song goes, and I have a lot more to do. So hopefully, gosh, I'd like to find some silver to go with this, and then I'll go get a soda pop and call it a day. Thanks for watching. Hey, does this not deserve a like, thumbs up, and a subscribe? I hope so. Please do so. I'd greatly appreciate it. Get you back here in a little bit, folks. All right, guys, we're going to do this together. So right there is where I found it, the IHP, and here is where I have 3 identical tones to that IHP. So what's it going to be? Take your guess. Do we have Indian head pennies? Do we have zinc pennies? Or do we have the tabs off of soda pop cans? Because it could be any of those. Let's start off. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny. I'm picking that one and going right down the line. All right. Okay, so it's still in the bottom of the hole. It's about the same depth as that 1904 Indian head. Could we get 4 Indian head pennies in a row? We're gonna find out real soon. There it is, right underneath my pinpointer. All right, right here. Wah. Garbage. Garbage on the first one. Right there. Let's see what we got. Oh, wah. Zinc penny. All right, one was just as worthless as the other. We'll fix both those holes in a minute. Let's check the third one. It's in the plug. Wah. Zinc penny. All right, 2 zinc pennies, which are garbage, which is garbage, but we still have that 1904 Indian head penny. All right, thanks for watching. Get you back here with something hopefully super exciting in a little bit. Here we are again, next to a big old tree. Down there is where I found the IHP, and I already cleaned this one up a little bit. It's not an IHP, but it is a wheat. And by wheat, you can see on the back it says 1 cent, and it's got the wheat stalks coming up the side. And this one is a 1949D wheat penny, and it was barely under the surface, maybe 2 inches. So another wonderful coin, 1949D wheat penny. I'll take it. Stay tuned. Yeah, guys. 1940 Canada. A 1940s penny in the same area we're finding all those other ones. Look at that. That is cool. 1940. Oh. Look at that. Heads, the top, bottom. Normally, it's either a 9-3 flip, which this is not, or it's a 12-6 flip, like the American coins. 12-6 flip. This one is off. It's off kiltered a little bit. Huh, interesting. Anyways, 1940 penny. We'll keep digging. Turning this on to record because this could very well be an IHP. Nope. However, it is going to be an old KEY. Interesting. Love finding keys. I have a container for keys too. Maybe I'll show it to you later. All right. Well, hopefully this is the key to the silver chest we're going to find soon while we keep going. Keep watching. Thanks for watching. Just turning this on because this is either a really deep quarter or what I'm hoping is a silver. Be the first silver of the day. You're gonna see it with me. Ooh, I think I'm moving it. Oh, I am so glad that I recorded that. Look at it. Woo! Watch this. We're just gonna put it just like that. Let's see. In the 90s, 95, 94, 93. This is why I get excited about those 90s. Look, we did it. We did it. Now what flavor is it gonna be? That looks like the back of an eagle. Maybe. Here we go. You guys ready? It is. That is going to be a Washington silver quarter. We did it. 1943 silver quarter. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Again, folks. Road, sidewalk, big trees. In fact, that's my truck. I haven't even made it back to my truck yet from when I started. Look at that. Oh my gosh. 1943 silver Washington quarter, and I am so glad I turned this on so you could witness this. I can't see if it has a mint mark. We're gonna check it out together. Yep, it does. Looks like a D. Nope. There's just dirt. No mint mark. So no mint mark, Philadelphia mint. Look at that. Sweet. Nice. First silver of the day. Guys, we have hit everything. 1904, I forget the wheat penny, 1940 Canadian, and now a silver. What an incredible day. The only thing, I'm going to say it, I would love to get you back with something cooler than a 1943 silver quarter, and wouldn't that be wonderful if it was a half or maybe even a silver dollar. Guys, this is incredible. If I haven't earned a thumbs up or a subscribe yet, now's the time. Please do. I'd appreciate it. All right, folks, thanks for watching. All right, guys, we can now call this a spill. Here's the silver quarter right here. Right next to it had another deep signal. 1956 wheat penny. 1956 wheat penny to go along with the 19 54 silver quarter right next to it. Quarter, penny. Maybe the $50 or silver dollars up there. If so, I'll get you back here in a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright folks, so it's been a while since I recorded my last find. It's been raining off and on, and I only have my iPhone, so I had to put that away so it wouldn't get wet. If any camera company out there wants to send me a camera, I'd sure appreciate it. So this object that I just found, I can't wait to see what it is. I know the shape, the color, but it's still really dirty. It was a signal that I normally won't dig, but it's been so long since I found something diggable that I just decided to dig it. Normally this tone would be a pop top or the old beaver tail pulls, and it's not. It's actually really cool. So let me flip you around and I'll show you what I found. All right guys, so here we are. We're right next to the curb, and take a look at that. Now by the color and what it was coming up, I know that this is going to be copper, and it's a shield shape, of course. And of course the back side is not the worst side, the front is. And you can see I haven't cleaned it off, so I figured we'd clean it off together. Let's take a look at what this is. Now this could be a bike badge, or it could be a kid's toy police shield or something like that. So let's get her cleaned up. We'll reveal it together. Oh yeah, it's coming off nicely. I see some words trying to come out. Oh wow, I know what this is. Junior G-Man badge. Oh my gosh, this has some age, folks. This has been down there for a while. And look at that color. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is really good. I've never found one in this good a shape. Wow. Look at that. Police operative. Oh my gosh. It's not enamel, that's paint on there, so we got to be careful not to go all the way down with it. Oh, look at that. Wow. That is cool. You're seeing this with me. This thing hasn't seen the light of day, judging by the depth, about 8 inches down, by the corrosion. I'm going to guess that this was lost during the decade in which it was put out. Wow. Roving operative G-Man. It's got some other almost like pods. Wow, I'm gonna have to get this cleaned up. Let me get it cleaned up and I'll bring you back for a better look. Look at that, guys. Roving operative Melvin Purvis Junior G-Man core. Wow, that is incredible. I've never found one like this. That is amazing. It's been down there for a while. You can see this is where the pin would have been soldered on the back to pin it on to the Junior G-Man's shirt. This is beautiful. I'm gonna get some a little bit better cleaned up pictures at the end. This is what I love about sidewalk surfing in old areas. Look at that. That is going in my collection. Holy smokes, that's beautiful. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to metal detect for a little bit more, and then I'm going to call it today because I just can't imagine how it could get any better. Thanks for watching, and we'll get you back here in a little bit. Okay guys, so here's one of our favorite times. It was an incredible day. It's been a long time since I had a day like today. But it's time for the tailgate review. Let me show you what we got today. Alright, so we'll start off like always. Here's the trash, and a remarkable low amount of trash today. I was kind of surprised. A couple of things, I'm not sure what they are. Today's mystery item. Let's go with this. I have no idea what this is. You can see that it's meant to be mounted somewhere. And it's hollow. I have no idea what this is. If you have any ideas, put it down in the comments if you would, please. And then just our trash. You saw me dig at least most of this. And then for cool stuff, we got our Hot Wheels car. 1994 Hot Wheels. Let's see, you saw the key, the medallion, the 308. I also found a 22 shell. And then this was towards the end when it was raining, so you didn't get to see it. But I'm gonna guess that this was either a stopwatch or pocket watch. And then this was with it, so I would assume that it's not gonna be very old, but it's still really cool. And then look at this. We have $5.50 in quarters. We have $1 in dimes. Look at that. Nickels like crazy. Whole bunch of pennies. And then we get to the really good stuff. Check this out. We have a 1919 wheat up top. We have a 1949 penny, wheat penny. 1956 D wheat penny. Another 1956 D. And then here we have the 1940 Canadian penny that's a little bit off kilter. And then we've got the unbelievable, look at this. Start off right away, 1904 Indian Head penny, right downtown, right next to the sidewalk and road. Gorgeous. 1943 silver Washington quarter. And this has got to be the find of the day. I mean, I love the rest of this stuff, but I've never found one of these before. Roving Operative, Melvin Purvis Jr. G-Man Core. This is from the 1930s, guys. So this hasn't seen daylight, and it's got to be close to 90 years. Isn't that crazy? 90 years ago. So there we go. There's our tailgate review. So there you go, guys. There's our tailgate review. Man, I sure hope you enjoyed today. One of the better days I've had in a long time sidewalk surfing. If you would, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, maybe even share it so other folks can see this video and the content that I post. As always, my dear friends, do good, be good, God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.